and welcome to Kerry's Cards. We're going to make a beautiful little gift box here today, or gift bag for want of a better word, just using a 12 by 6 piece of designer series paper, so you can make 2 out of 1 sheet. We're going to go through step by step and show you how to make this. I've written the instructions down here in terms of measurements of the things that you're going to need. You actually just need 2 pieces of 1 DSP and a piece of card. I'm going to be using this piece here today. I'm not sure if you can tell on here, this box here, I ran through the card through an embossing folder, and the folder I'm going to be using today is Time Worn. Beautiful, rough, oldie worldy. You don't really need to be able to read it, but it still looks beautiful. And then some of the ribbon that's in the current catalogue that matches the DSP. So let's get crafting. Now, I'm going to use this piece here, the first thing I would say is normally you try and make sure the pattern runs the whole way forward. So I might turn it over and use that, but I think I'm going to use this side. But the measurements are the same for whichever. Now, if you are going to use a piece of DSP with the pattern goes to one side, then you normally want it to run all the way across the bottom, so that it's the same when you fold the bag up. So let's get our trimmer. So you can either use your trimmer with a scoring blade, or you could utilise your scoring board for this one. The first thing we're going to do is score our design series paper. Let's move everything out of the way. At 4 inches on the long side, 5.5 inches, 9.5 inches, and then 11. So let's just jot those score lines down for you on this one. So here you need to score at 4 inches, 5.5 inches, 9.5 inches, and 11 inches. And then on the short side, we're going to score at 1 inch. I can't remember, 1.5 inches. No, let's just double check when we go through that. And then we're going to turn it round, and it's going to be scored at 1 inch. I was right, 1 inch. Let's score it that way around because I want more blue on the bottom. Score at 1 inch. Okay, quite tricky to see the score lines on here, so if I turn it over, you'll hopefully be able to see them there. Then the other thing, while we've got the cutting board out, we're going to cut at 4 inches and 3.5. So let's do, is that 4 inches yet? By 3.5. No, that's 3.5. So we want 4 inches. So I did 3.5 first, then 4 inches. And then on the 3.5 inch side length, you need to score at 1 3/4 of an inch. So that is our topper for our bag. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through just off camera on my big die cut machine, because I can't fit this through the small one. So let's pop that through there. And I'll just run it in the background. Now hopefully it still folds in the middle, so that is now a little bit more ornate for the top. Then we'll take our bag here and we'll fold it on all the fold lines that we've got. Now remember, it's a bag, so I'm going to fold it both sides, but again, be careful because it's paper now, not card. So when you do the score lines, you don't want it to actually tear because that wouldn't be very good. So let's get my bone folder. And then just fold them up. There's the other one there. Okay. Then what we're going to do is take our little scissors and we're going to cut up here to each of, so to the 1 inch line from the base. We have little flaps there, but we're also going to take off this end piece because we don't need this one that's here. Okay. And then what we do next is I fold that bit down, and then to make sure the bag stays nice and square when we make it, I put glue. You could use double-sided sticky tape if you like. I prefer glue, as again it gives you a little bit more flexibility. And then to make it nice and flat, it should fold over and glue down perfectly to create an edge, just like that. Now we want to make sure the seam is at the back of our box bag. So I'm going to pop the line facing me, so I know that that's the front. So that means I want these two to go down first, that one to go down, and then that's the last one to go down because it looks nicer from the front. Okay, so again, put some glue on the bits that you know. So I'm putting there and there first, and then along this bit here, and just along the lip there. So then when you fold that down, I'm going to turn it upside down and then use your bone folder to help it all stick nicely in the bottom. Just a little bit tricky to get your hand in. If you can get your hand in, great. Okay, so that is the basis of our little gift bag box. Then take in your thumb and your index finger. I think it's your index finger, no, middle finger. I hold it either side, and then using my index finger, I squeeze it in slightly and then pinch. And what that does then is it helps make the top of the box for you. Okay, I think this is a perfect size for like a body lotion or something, like some hand cream or something like that if you're going to gift it. And then this is the topper that we made. Now to make it so that it seals shut, what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my ribbon, I'm going to stick it to the back part of the bag, or the topper. And I'm just eyeballing some double-sided tape down the middle of the back. Oh. Then taking my ribbon, I'm going to find the halfway point by folding it in half. Give it a pinch, and that's halfway. And then again, eyeballing it, just pop it in the middle of there. So that gives us our ribbons either side. I'm then going to put glue all over one side of the topper. And the reason for that is I'm going to get then my bag, and I'm going to squeeze it down, and I'm going to pop that into the top of, inside the folded bit of the top, and then just hold it for a little bit while the glue sets on the back. And then that, once it's dried, it's not too bad. Let's just keep it a little bit longer. Again, you could use double-sided tape for the whole thing if you want a quick instant, as I like to use my wet glue just in case I've made a mistake. Then what that leaves us with is a little bit of ribbon at the front that we can then tie off to make it into a beautifully prepared gift bag. So all you really need to do then is just wrap whatever's inside it up in some nice tissue paper. So there we have a little bag made very, very quickly, just using a 6x12 piece of design series paper and some card at the top, just to finish it off a little bit. You can obviously make some tags as well to add to these if you want at a later date, but that should be perfect for any small little item that you might want to add, even a like a posh gift card or something you could pop inside. Let's get rid of that. Okay, thank you for watching. Enjoy. Any comments, please put them below and feel free to share to your friends. Many thanks. Bye.